Choice is important to me because so often people make decisions for me. Choice allows me to choose how I want to be helped, how I want to be served. Choice allows me to be free to make my own decisions. Choice allows me to voice what I want, what I need. Choice allows me to be free.
I am my choices, and choice is who we are. Everyone is a sum total of their choices. Choice makes us. When you deny me my choice, you deny me myself. Choice is important to me because I want to be the author of my own script, and especially when it's something as important as my own health. Too often, people say that those with disabilities should not be allowed to make their own choices.
I think the importance of choice and psychiatric advance directives is something that I think a lot of people overlook because they think like, of course, I have the power to choose. I can choose whatever I want. But sometime when your choices are questioned and someone says, you know what, this person doesn't make as good of choices as me, so this person shouldn't make any choices. This is often what happens to people in the psychiatric setting. Because they can't make some choices, they're deemed to be incapable of making all choices. And that's something that we really don't believe in.
Supported decision making is important to me because it's something that I do every day, all the time. Whether it's going out and asking a friend, hey, how do I change a tire? Going out and asking for advice on what you should do next in applying for a job process. Supported decision making is something that we do all the time without even realizing it. Too often, people with disabilities are told that they don't know or understand enough about themselves to make decisions for themselves. And this is used as an excuse to give them treatments that they don't agree with or to prescribe them medicines that they don't want to take. Supported decision-making is something that should be available to everyone regardless of disability because it gives them agency and the ability to feel like they are in control of their decisions and what they decide to do in their lives.
As a Black woman, choice is very important to me, especially with psychiatric advance directives, because too often, particularly in the medical system, myself have been discounted, not believed, and questioned when I had a concern. The ability to make choices is important, particularly in my health, because I want to be able to tell people how I want to be treated. I often hear of particularly women of color saying that they're not believed. So for me, this document, Psychiatric Advance Directives, will give legal force.
So like a lot of people, I didn't know about psychiatric advance directives until very recently, and I'm upset because it's such an amazing kind of document to have for people who are going through a lot of mental stresses and strains in their life. Psychiatric advance directives gives you the ability to choose what kinds of mental treatments you would like to receive before a psychiatric emergency occurs. This gives the ability for people who oftentimes have their choices taken away from them and their right to choose stripped from them, gives them back that ability to choose and gives them more agency to live their own life.
So the role of peers in psychiatric advance directives. So, peers are so valuable to psychiatric advance directives because the power relationship is equal and there's not one person on top of another. Psychiatric advance directives cannot be put onto peers. They need to be created for peers and by peers. And this process will make the psychiatric advance directive ours, not a treatment facility, not a doctor or anyone else. It really should belong to the peer. It should be from the peer's perspective.
In the Black community, psychiatric advance directives are almost unheard of, particularly amongst myself. I never knew about psychiatric advance directives. So this document will be a force that will allow us to advocate for how we need help and support. Too often, Black individuals are responded to in a way that's not appropriate for what we need. Psychiatric advance directives will allow the Black community to have a voice, to be able to advocate how we want to be treated in health, law enforcement, and housing.